Hi, I'm Rob Matthews from Transporter Energy. I'm here with Tom from RV Installations, he's the owner, and Dan, the chief technician. And we've popped down to have a chat today about some of the systems that they're doing. They work with us closely, they use our batteries, they're specialists in power management, and I'll let them tell you a little bit about what it is that they do.
Yeah, as you said, we specialise in power management, upgrades on motorhomes, caravans, occasionally expedition vehicles. We essentially try and make stuff run when it's not supposed to. So if you've got big AC demands, air conditioning systems, for example, and you want to run them when you're not plugged into the mains, we can achieve that.
On this particular beautiful van that we're in, that you've done a really big sort of conversion on, if you want to tell us what you've sort of fitted and what that's going to let the customer do and some of the equipment.
Yeah, well, we started off with 4 transporter batteries. That will give us a potential 400 amps of usable power. To achieve that, we fitted a 5 kVA Victron Quattro, which has got a 5 kVA inverter and a 200 amp charger.
All built in?
All built in one box.
Unit.
We have put a split charge system, upgraded that. So it's 150 amp alternator, should be able to get about 120 amps from that alternator for when they're driving, and 830 watts of solar.
That's a lot of solar.
Underneath this bench seat, we have the bulk of the power management system for this vehicle. At the bottom of this well was the standard 2 batteries supplied by the manufacturer. We have put 4 Transporter Lithium batteries under here, as well as all this nice blue Victron kit. We've got the 5 kVA Quattro, which is a charger and inverter, and uninterrupted power supply all in one. We then have these 2 solar charge controllers, the smaller one for a flexible panel, over the round Luton space of the van, and the bigger charge controller here for a bank of 15 Victron solar panels on the main roof of the vehicle. This shelf used to continue right across there, so we've had to modify that, add a leg to it in order to mount some of the components. Most of the wiring is hidden down here out of the way of the main storage area. So if we take a look in here, you can see the big fuse holders and the much larger gauge cables we've had to use to make the system work.
Obviously ours is an American-made battery. Our manufacturer came over and they fitted them in the thousands in the USA. Dragonfly manufacturer, and he told me that, you know, there's a big interest from people who want to sell DC to DC chargers, telling you that you need them, and that generally if you haven't got a smart alternator, there isn't a need. You confirm that. Applejack Engineering, who are really good tech guys who you work with as well, have told us that, and if you can sort of elaborate on that from a technical point.
Smart alternators are the bane of our lives, basically. They are fitted to Mercedes Sprinters, which is the other common motorhome. Peugeot Boxers and Fiat Ducatos don't have smart alternators. Well, they didn't. They've now, 2020 models have now got a smart alternator. So up until now, on Fiat and Peugeot models, we've been able just to put a simple voltage-sensitive switching relay in, which is, on this vehicle we fit a 240 amp one. That's going back again to, because the batteries will take everything, I didn't want to put the smaller 120 amp one in. And it works absolutely perfectly.
One of the other things that, again, I don't think people realise is with the lithium, is it's not just the weight, the ability to charge and deliver a flat power, is that you would actually need 20 lead batteries on charge cycles to be equivalent to one of these. The average lead battery has got around 250 to 400 cycles depending on the price you pay for your lead battery. This is guaranteed for 5,000 cycles. So we have a bit of information that's also on the website that you can see what you would need and what it would cost if you actually bought a lithium. It's guaranteed for 10 years and life expectancy of 15. You would actually need 20 lead batteries to equal one of these. So when you put it in perspective, which we don't often get a chance to do, people just look at the price and look at a lead price, but there's a real big difference there.
I get asked quite a lot, has the price of lithium come down yet? And I said it's cheap as chips anyway. If you actually do that comparison,
Yeah.
lithium battery is a fraction of the cost of a normal battery.
The money is in the BMS that's built into the top of this, which is basically a brain that can regulate itself, turn it off if it's too hot, too cold, too much charge or not enough charge. It basically protects you and your investment. It's a bit like an RCD trip switch in a house that will switch off. If you were to put a spanner across the two terminals, it will switch itself off. It won't catch fire or like a normal lead battery. It's actually safer than a lead battery.
Yeah. And I think the warranty that you offer on the battery is
10 years.
Yeah.
Industry first. No one else does that.
Yeah, and I think that sort of shows the quality and what you're paying for.
Yep.
When you actually get a good lithium battery.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it showing us around.
Thank you very much.